As a means of improving the standard of education in the country, the House of Representatives have asked the Federal Ministry of Education to return schools taken over by the government to their original owners. In a motion that enjoyed a lively debate, lawmakers were divided over the position sought by the motion. The House eventually passed the motion, which also commended states that have returned such schools to their original owners.
The results recently released by the National Examination Council has once again highlighted what has become a major cause of concern: the poor state of education in the country. This issue was one that the House of Representatives considered in plenary while debating a motion. The motion identified uninformed educational management policies and faulty implementation as part of the problems responsible for the falling standard of education, a situation that can be reversed if schools that were taken over by government are returned.
NECO result is out. Only 9% were able to pass English language. So I believe government is not that efficient enough to monitor properly what is happening in these schools. Therefore, in fact, I'm not actually, this motion is saying they should return the schools, but I believe that private individual missionaries can better manage their schools than when it is under government.
What followed was a debate in which lawmakers spoke on the merits and demerits of the motion.
This house should not be made as a house that has no biting force to legislate on issues that the Constitution has confined the state to legislate upon. That is why the motion is not in line, Mr. Speaker. It's not in line totally, and it should be jettisoned and thrown away with the speed of light it requires.
We do not have powers to ask this motion to pass, because that will be involving and engaging in a nullity. I don't know. Maybe the people of this one is speaking with nostalgia. Yes, in those days, when the missions were around schools also, the standard were very high. But the fact is that if you also take a census today, most of those missions have gone to establish even more schools. So there are just a few that are left in their hands. We cannot sit down here and legislate for state governments for something that's on the concurrent list. That's the nullity. We can't do that on this floor of this house.
It's obvious that education is on the concurrent legislative list, and so a decision that is taken by the state would have to be the responsibility of the state assembly. But as a national parliament, once we can lend our voice to an issue that would help in improving and addressing the various educational challenges facing some of the schools, I believe it will not be out of order.
Eventually, the motion was put to a vote.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
The House commended states that had returned such schools to their original owners. State houses of assembly were also urged to repeal all subsisting laws concerning schools that were taken over by government. This position by the House will surely receive the support of many Nigerians who have been calling for the return of these schools to their original owners. Lanre Lasese, Channels Television News.